पूछेंगे, वो हम उनको बताएंगे।
ओके ओके ओके।
प्रॉब्लम है।
हेलो राजू भाई।
माइक बंद है राजू भाई का। या
Hi Raju bhai.
hi, I'm here finally after all this circus. Palak made me use the laptop finally.
अरे yes.
I don't have a laptop for it.
So एक ना so सबसे पहले I'm gonna give a opening speech जहाँ पे I'm gonna welcome all, मैं थोड़ा सा IPO का details दूँगी and then I would be introducing all of you guys. एक सेकेंड विवेक, आप दिखने वाले हो क्या ऐसे स्क्रीन पे?
हरी उधर का लैंडलाइन का कनेक्शन निकाल देना वरना बचना नहीं।
मैम आपको मीट में दिखेगा लेकिन वो यूट्यूब पे नहीं दिखेगा आइकन।
ठीक है, हाँ वो सब आप ध्यान रखना।
हाँ
और आपने वो जो नेम्स वगैरह पूछा था जो रिफ्लेक्ट होगा सबका, जैसे एमडी हो गया, पीआरएन हो गया, वो कहाँ पे तब रिफ्लेक्ट होगा हमारे उसके नीचे?
जैसे हम लोग टॉक पैनल पे स्विच करेंगे ना आफ्टर द
हाँ।
इंट्रोडक्शन, तो वो नेम रिफ्लेक्ट होना स्टार्ट हो जाएंगे।
अच्छा
वो आपको गूगल मीट पे नहीं दिखेगा लेकिन यूट्यूब पे विजिबल होगा नेम एंड टाइटल।
ठीक है।
वही सेट कर रहा हूँ।
कोई भी प्लीज़ गलती से भी अभी मीट से निकलना।
अरे तू जय भाई के साथ
बाय मिस्टेक है जी।
कोई नो डिस्ट्रैक्शन फोन ऑफ कर दे। बैठ जा
Okay.
नाइस
हाँ
फोरम नहीं आप लोग चालू फोरम कैन यू हियर मी?
yes.
I can hear you, yes.
यू आर लुकिंग नाइस।
Thank you.
You are just a meter away.
Okay, so let me just go through the flow once again. सबसे पहले I'll be giving one opening speech. यहाँ पे I'll be welcoming all, and then I'll be giving one line about the company, and then IPO details. Then I'll be introducing you all, and then I will ask that I would like Mr. Raju Haleja to give opening remarks. ठीक है, तो राजू जी आप प्लीज ओपनिंग रिमार्क्स दे देना। Then once you are done, you need to be done in like 1-2 minutes. ठीक है, 1-2 मिनट में आप अपना ओपनिंग रिमार्क्स दे दो। फिर I'll share the screen जहाँ पे presentation हम शो करेंगे।
So,
उनका
basically, we have
चैनल
to follow your presentation. You will be sharing. Continue.
Yes.
लाइव होगा।
ठीक है, you guys need to follow that. But उससे पहले presentation के पहले जो है ना, ये कि मैं सबसे पहले मैं मेरा बोलूँगी, ठीक है? The moment I say कि I would like Mr. Raju Paleja to give his opening remarks.
And what you want me to say in that approximately rough idea?
यही स्क्रीन है अभी
Rough idea as in, you know that we are very grateful that we got this opportunity to speak to this large number of investors. We are really again grateful that you guys took out some time to hear to us. We are this company and we are happy to share the journey with you guys. Then I'll start the presentation.
And what is the number of audience approx?
Yeah, it would be any number above 100 I'm expecting. Okay.
Palak,
Yeah.
I'm carrying Shahid's number, so if I have to WhatsApp you something, I'll message from Shahid's number.
No issues.
And
Yeah.
from my side, Hari will message you. मैं number आपको
That is
message
all
कर
right.
दूँगा.
That is all right. Let's not speak. We will be live now.
अलग से कर रहा हूँ.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the IPO meet of Naman Instore India Limited. To give a brief about the company manufactures display, retail furniture and fixtures for corporate clients. They provide end-to-end solutions to all their clients. They are also into manufacturing of control panels, kiosks, etc. in their industrial segment. To give a brief about IPO details, so the issue size is around 25.35 crores. The IPO opens on 22nd March 2024 and ends on or closes on 27th March 2024. The price band which has been kept is in the range of 84 to 89 rupees per share. Today we have management of Naman In-Store India Limited with us. Uh, Let me introduce the management. First of all, we have Mr. Raju Paleja, who's the Managing Director and Chairman, Mr. Jay Shah, Whole-Time Director. We also have Mrs. Foram Desai, again, Whole-Time Director. And last but not the least, we have Ms. Maitri Thakkar from GYR Capital. Now, I would request Mr. Raju Paleja to give his opening remarks and then we can take the meeting ahead. Thank you.
Thanks, Palak. Thanks for the inaugural remark, opening remark, introduction, brief. Thank you very much. Friends, and maybe very soon, dear partners, investors, very nice to talking to you today. It's a privilege for me to address this IPO meet. The Naman is coming with IPO on a SME sector, and in your busy schedule, many of you have come. It's really honor for us to address this platform in front of you, and we'll prefer three of us will prefer to take you through the company, about the company, its history, about the business model, the financials, etc., etc. I hope I will do justice to this meeting, to this possible capacity, and yes, Palak, we can.
Sure.
Can we start?
Yes. I'll just share the presentation.
Yeah. Can I? Thanks. Basically, it is about the Naman. The slide says the Naman In-Store India Limited business was started somewhere in 1999, almost 25 years from now, where somehow we thought retail is very exciting, and Hindustan Lever, in today's term, Hindustan Unilever was our first client, and we had started with this retail segment where we used to see a lot of signages, a lot of boards, a lot of banners around us, and in those days it used to, you know, invite us, excite us, being a niche market, and that's how this journey started. 1999 onwards to 2010, the journey was defined by various names. Where in 2010, uh, as a part of organizing or structuring the business, we gave a birth to Naman Instro India Private Limited in those days. From 2010 to till date, or to 1999, 2010 and till date, Naman has remained a very strong player in retail industry. As Palak told you that we are in retail fixtures and fit outs, etc. Of the business we do today belongs to the retail. However, 20%, 21% of revenue approximately coming from industrial products. During the COVID, where the retail was collapsed, like hospitality, you can say, stores were not working for more than a year's time. Nobody was sure how many lockdowns will be coming. One lockdown, second lockdown, third, fourth, etc. We explored this avenue of industrial products, and we received a very good response from the clients. Siemens, Dover, all these are big multinational giants. We received very good response from them, and we started post-COVID in industrial sector. And I'm happy to say that we have continued to do so, and we plan to continue to do so. So 21% of approximate revenue is coming from the industrial, and 78% from revenue, where 1% is, you can say, school furniture or something like that. Next slide, Palak, please. 2010, as I mentioned, that Naman was started, incorporated. 2010 to 2015 was a very fruitful journey. Every year we went on learning and expanding and growing in all sense. Today also we are one of the very youngest team, not only in those days, today also. 2015, I won't call it a merger. We started a new company along with different board, and by the name Renam, and we took our all assets, clients, manufacturing, everything under the brand of Renam. From 2015-16 to 2020, Renam did really well. We did about 400 crore plus business in those days. And then in 2020, the COVID came. So COVID was a period of introspection where the team Naman, original team of Naman, always thought that this is the time of expansion, this is a time of invention, this is a time of investment. During the daily work, you don't have opportunity to expand your factory. You don't have opportunity to, you know, buy or implement new technology, etc. It's very difficult, very slow process. When the business is down, you can do it immediately and you can do it much better. So amicably and legally, the board got separated in 2020. Luckily, the Naman was alive, and Naman was enjoying goodwill, and a lot of client registration also Naman still had. So we started Naman again, and we went back to Naman again. The same. 2020 was a year where we did very little business in Naman, but the ball started rolling post COVID. It was a different rebirth. 2021, we acquired good amount of certificates and other things. 2022 was real business growth. In fact, slide to come, you will see that there was a huge spending post COVID in 2022, and we really did very well in retail. We did very well in industrial also because of the demand of the products. 2023 was a year where the business was very good in 22. So based on that, 23 we expanded our facility to meet the demand. Today, Naman is situated at Vasai, which is in outskirts of Mumbai on Ahmedabad Road. We have a factory of almost 200,000 square feet, which is about 2 lakh square feet. Uh, it is with very good machines, with very good technology, with very good team, talent. Apart from factory, we have 75,000 square feet of warehouse, which is for ready goods. So from factory, the material goes to the warehouse. From warehouse, it gets shipped to the destination. Also very small, but the main important thing, and because of which we are here today, or we all of us, we are here together, that in 23 we got converted from private limited to public limited. And Maitri has a huge role in that. Thanks, Maitri, for that. Yeah, Palak. So coming to the next slide, which mentions our both the segments, and to an extent it gives an idea of what kind of products we are doing. Well, look, I would say that we better go to the pictures. It will be easier for yeah. Uh, we are doing various kind of retail stores. Some of them are being shown here in pictures. We are doing apparels primarily. We are doing lifestyle. We are doing beauty. We are doing paint stores also. So some of the pictures what you can see here in our retail segment is of first is the paint segment, second is the fashion. So fashion includes lifestyle, beauty, apparel as well. We do little bit of office furniture uh, and very minuscule of school furniture. Yes, the company has strength to cover right from hospitality to retail to office to school to laboratory, to restaurants, F&B sector. We do little bit of F&B also. Uh, Next slide, please. So that was our retail sector. Where in our industrial sector, you can see some of the pictures. We are making electrical control panels. The pictures shown here is a very small panel, but we make big panels for Siemens. We go up to 33 kVA, and those are really giant size panels. If I have to say that in a large truck, only six can fit in, only six panels. So those are the really big engineering products. Apart from that, we are making petroleum kiosks for Dover, from where all of us we fill petrol, diesel in our cars, etc. For companies like Vertiv, we are making server racks, battery racks, etc. So these are some of our industrial products. Yes, Palak. Oh, so these are some of the projects what we have been doing. Here, these are the full stores. We make full stores. We make shopping shops. Uh, Sometimes we make small or individual kiosk also. So the first picture, what you are seeing is a John Player store, which is a Reliance brand. Second is Tira, again a Reliance brand. Then we are doing Beauty and Beyond. The middle one is the Lakme, which has been installed at Kolkata Airport, which is a part of the kiosk, our kiosk business. Azurte is again the Reliance brand. So John Clear is apparel, Stira is beauty, beauty and beyond is of course beauty, Lakme is beauty, Azurte is apparel. Yeah. Okay. The main. I'm happy to introduce my board here. Uh, we are five of us who are whole-time directors. Of course, I am managing director and chairman of that. So my name Raju Paleja. I am chairman, founder, the managing director of this company. As I mentioned few minutes back, the business was started by me in 1999, and I am happy that last 25 years I'm successfully leading this business and supported by very educated, very young, and dedicated a team full of integrity and enthusiasm, a passion. Uh, in fact, out of five, four of us we are working almost for past 20 years together. Second person is Jay. Jay is a person who looks after. Another promoter director. Jay main role comes in a production. Apart from production, factory has very important role is the operation. There is a little difference between production and operation. So he looks after both production as well as operations and to certain key clients as well. Uh, Jai is one person who knows each and every square inch of this factory, if I would say anything about him, and almost everything about the business. Jay has been associated with retail business for past many years, and we are, as I mentioned, that we are together for almost 20 years now. Next, the Mehul. Uh, Mehul is a person who is responsible for this business, who is behind this business. Mehul is one person who has done his diploma. He has done his diploma in engineering or drafting, whatever you call it. Mehul is one of the best talent in India today in retail in terms of understanding joinery, understanding drawings, understanding specifications, multi materials, multi finishes, etc. Same story, almost 20 years together, and yes, the store business, the retail store business, was started by me and Mehul together, and well supported by Forum, Shahid, Jai, all throughout this journey. Next director, promoter director is Mr. Shahid Sheikh. Shahid Sheikh is our metal man. He had done his diploma in engineering. He has done also diploma in management, business management. Shahid looks after metal, primarily metal and metal related production, and he is our technical person. He's a technical director. Shahid has huge amount of experience in processing metal. 30 years back, the gentleman was working as a punching operator, and he has spent his last 30 years on a shop floor. And in retail in India, it's very difficult to get somebody on shop floor who is as knowledgeable as Shahid, and we are proud to have him on our board. Forum is a qualified chartered accountant. She is a finance director. Let me assure you, friends, my future investors, we are in safe hands. When we are busy working, doing many other things, Forum is one person who is having her tight controls on finance, whether it is a government compliances from taxation angle to any other angle, or in terms of cash flow, or in terms of generating invoice on time. Of course, the material doesn't go without invoice, but submission of the invoice to she has her eyes everywhere wherever there is single rupee there. So she keeps monitoring every rupee very closely. Thanks, Forum. Yeah, well, next slide. So business canvas. Let's address the business model directly. So we have two businesses. Uh, I will prefer to take you through both the business model in a very short period. The retail business model, normally on an average, it takes about 6 to 8 months for a client to come on board. As I mentioned to begin with, more than manufacturing, we are in a service industry. So when it comes to retail, it is more than sales, it is a service. We are known in this market for quite a number of years. So normally we don't do sales calls. Either we will approach customer through some reference or customer approaches us through some reference. Anybody in Western India or Southern India, North India, anywhere they want to, they ask anybody, any good player in Mumbai or around in Western India for retail, of course they will get a name. So there is some reason where the communication start with a brand. Once the initial communication is over, so we get the brief that what kind of store it is, what kind of audience will be, what kind of environment will be, what kind of life expectancy will be there, etc. What kind of shoppers will be coming to that store. Post that brief, we get some idea on the design or a drawing, a basic drawings. Once we get the basic drawings or a basic design, my team will start preparing the engineering drawing and the commercials. Once the engineering drawings are prepared, then we work out the commercials. So one side the drawing team is making the engineering drawing after the brief received from the brand, other side commercial team working on the cost based on the drawing. There is third side, there is one another team who is working, which is a audit. We are in a literate industry, whether it's retail or industrial. Our customers are highly qualified. We are in an industry where health, safety, sustainability, environment, pollution, all this is very important. Compliance are very important for us. So when we are talking to a brand before they approve us or before we are on their board, there is a very strict health and safety audits are there, environmental audits are there. So some of the brands have very few brands have they prefer ISO or some, even though we have all the ISOs, but every brand has their own individual audit. And why this is important for me to speak here is because every brand wants that to make sure that their furniture is being produced in a right environment, in a right way. We are very close to the brand because brand has made a very good product. We are creating an environment around the product. As I mentioned, we are converting shop to experience zone. We are we are making the environment around the brand. We are elevating shoppers' experience. We are giving comfort to that time to the shopper. Shopper will enjoy the time spending over there, and he will spend more. He will spend more money. If he'll spend more time, if he'll enjoy shopping. So we are very close to the brand, and we are very important to the brand. So these audits are very important for the companies. And once we pass through the audits, our drawings are proper, our commercial is decent enough to start with, then we go in a prototyping stage with the approval of the brand. The prototyping takes approximately 1 month to 1.5 months, where there are a lot of to and fro's are happening. Just like in drawing stage, also to and fro's are there. Same in prototyping stage, also it is there. Once the prototypes are being approved, then we go in a pilot stage, where we are being allotted one store or a two stores. Based on that allotment, we will do one store, two store pilot, and once we do the successfully the pilot store, we enter a stage of rollout. Rollout is a stage. So every company has its own culture. So we normally work with a business pattern of where we don't make one store, two store, or a four, five store in a year. Normally, we are looking for a brand store or a brand who wants to make 25, 50, 100 store in a year. And so once we enter the rollout stage, we'll make the material as per the projection or the order. Material will go to the warehouse, and on the based on the brand instruction, in a day or 2 days time, it will be dispatched to that particular location. So that is the model of the retail. As I explained, it is about 6 to 8 months journey to start a brand very properly. If we'll whatever efforts we have put in 23, 24 will give us a result in 24, 25. Where in industrial, it is exactly opposite to that. Industrial is more than a service; is a pure sales. We need to approach a company who buys industrial product. Normally, the market informations are there from your suppliers or some of your colleagues, mainly suppliers, who are going through the market at various sector, and they will tell you. So we approach them, we explain them our facility. They will visit the facility. When they visit the facility, if they are happy with the facility, their auditors will come again, health, safety, environment, various audit. Industrial has a lot of quality controls. Industrial has where retail has very high value of aesthetics. Industrial has very good quality control. So they will go through the QC process each and every step, right from the we buy the material to the we ship the material at very, and once they are happy with it, so they have one or two items to make, and they go on making the same item every month. We have the every month, every quarter the projection that every month for this 3 months how much, how many pieces they will require, and we go on making that. So it is more of a sales where there are not new challenges on a daily basis, unlike retail. Yes, that is overall the business model. Retail is new design, new colors, new launches, vibrancy, new expectations. Technology also plays very important role in retail furniture. We have to club technology on daily basis with our furniture in retail or with our fit outs in retail. Yeah, Palak, next slide, please. I believe from Jay, this is yours.
Yeah. Thank you, Rajubhai. Uh, Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So NIPL is catering two segments. One is in retail and one is in industrial. So in retail segment, we are giving end-to-end solutions to our customers. We are manufacturing complete wood and metal both fixtures in-house in our in-house factory. We cater beauty shops to paint shop, fashion apparels, uh, school furniture, libraries, laboratories, and if I am talking about turnover, then the first year in financial 2021, our turnover is 13.17 CR. On second year is 40.84. Third year 121.49 financial 2023, and on half yearly 24 we reach at 61.48 CR. So for installation capacity, as per the showroom, what we deliver to our client is first year, financial first year is 10 lakh square feet, second year 2022 16 lakh square feet, third year 36 lakh, and half year 2024 is 30, almost 36 lakh. And if I calculate as a kiosk, like if you see in malls or supermarket, product like a Lakme or independent kiosk, so we have delivered first year we have delivered 500 numbers, second year 900, in 2023 1000, and half year 2024 1200. So Sam, yeah, no problem. Next slide. And if I tell you about our industrial segment, so first year we have started in pitching to our client like doorware or stools. So we need to work lots of for certification, our infra, because retail and industrial both requirement in manufacturing industries are different. And after lots of efforts and everything, we have started sale in 2022. We have started with 6.70 CR. Uh, Second year 25, 2023, and third year we have almost on half year we have achieved 16.31 CR. Industrial part, overall what we have capacity in our factory, complete in-house, everything what our client require. And initial stage there are some challenges, but with the partner with the like our partner Mr. Shahid, he is perfectly well experienced in industrial segment. We have achieved this wonderful sales in last 3 years. And if I calculating our capacity, if I telling our capacity in sheet metal, then first year in 2022 it's 960 tons. That jumps to in financial year 23 2500 tons, and half yearly 24 it's goes up to 4000 tons. So Next slide. So in industrial segment, we are working for three products, majorly for three products. One is electrical enclosure, second one is petrol pump kiosk, and third one is HVAC panel and parts. So we have, we just before started this business, we do some survey, and market like India, these three products are boom for next, what I believe, for next 8 to 10 years, because our country is investing heavily in infrastructure, in highways. So if I talk about electrical enclosure, that will cater to the corporates, petrol pump that will cater to the highways and road infrastructure, where काफी हाईवेज अभी आ रहे हैं इंडिया में. तो अगले 3 से 5 साल में इसकी जो रिक्वायरमेंट हमें दिख रही है वो काफी लाइक लैक्स में आ रहे हैं. सो ऐसा नहीं है कि अगले 3 साल में इलेक्ट्रिकल व्हीकल या और कोई प्रोडक्ट इसको रिप्लेस करेगा. इंडिया में जब तक रिलायंस की रिफाइनरी है तब तक पेट्रोल पंप कियोस्क को रिप्लेस करना डिफिकल्ट है. एंड अगर मैं एचवैक पैनल की बात करूं तो वो आईटी सेक्टर को, जो इंडिया में अभी काफी बूम हो रहा है आईटी सेक्टर फॉर इंडियन मार्केट, तो वहां पे भी इसकी रिक्वायरमेंट काफी है. और अगर आप हमारा इंस्टॉल कैपेसिटी देखोगे तो वो भी ईयर बाय ईयर काफी हमने एक्सपेंड किया हुआ है. फाइनेंशियल 21 इलेक्ट्रिकल पैनल 400 टू फाइनेंशियल 22 is 600, then 2400, and then direct 3600 half yearly. सो सेम पेट्रोल पंप में भी हुआ है. लोग कह रहे हैं इलेक्ट्रिक कार्स आएगा, बट हम बिलीव, हम लाइक वो काफी जर्नी वो आगे है. मीनवाइल अगर आप उसका भी नंबर्स अगर आप लोग देखोगे तो फाइनेंशियल 21 में 900, 22 is 1200, 23 is 4800, and 24 half yearly we delivered 7200 numbers. And same in HVAC panel and parts. So financial 2130, then 2270, 23 is 200, and 24 200, half yearly 200. So these are the numbers. And next slide. Manufacturing facility. So we are based in Vasai. It's very close to Mumbai, and it's very near, 1 hour from airport also. So many of our export clients are reaching factory in one and a half hour. And we have a 2 factory and 1 warehouse in Vasai. And retail segment install capacity is 36 lakh square feet, and we have utilized 70%, more or less 70%. And in industrial, 4,000 metric ton sheet metal processing, and utilizing near around to 56.24%. So Raju bhai.
Thanks, Jay. Well, like a very difficult word, huh? Premiumization. Yeah, friends, coming back. Thanks, Jay. It was very elaborate about the factory and the shop floor, about our production capacity and usage we are doing. Now, coming to the premiumization, uh, if you see the presentation, what is explaining is basically COVID was a time that nobody was allowed to spend. Nobody could spend. It was a very frustrating time for all of us. Most of us post COVID, like we were so frustrated that we want to go for a vacation, we want to go for another vacation. We were each and every family. I mean, there is not a single family who didn't go for vacation abroad, or at least in some good place after COVID immediately. So after COVID, there was a sudden rise in the spending from across the. It's not only that top level people or middle class people or lower middle class people, across the spectrum. If you see in India, there was a huge spending, and noticeable increase in demand for experimental luxuries. Experimental luxuries means some luxury products, some good tours and travels, some kind of very good air travel. Somebody who wanted to travel, who was traveling by all these years by rail, he thought, no, is COVID have been so frustrated, let me do something different, let me travel by air. So there was a huge demand, huge surge in demand. And because of this demand, Jai did mention a couple of things. One, he said that our export clients are coming here. Yes, Export is a huge potential for us with the China plus one policy. We have started exporting to US and Europe our retail products. But coming to the presentation, because of this spending, we have become a very attractive destination where on daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, we are getting many brands from the abroad who are coming here for both online as well as offline. They are creating their offline presence across, not only in Delhi or a Mumbai or a Bangalore, but even in cities like Chennai, Hyderabad, Pune, Ahmedabad, or two tier three cities or three tier cities, two tier cities like Nagpur, Kanpur, or three tier cities and four tier cities. Also, some of the brands are expanding, and it is creating a huge retail space. Some of the brands which are being mentioned here, which are coming recently, Foot Locker, NARS Cosmetic is a big name, Nine West, etc. And there are predictions that by 2000 to 2030, we will be the third largest consumer market. Now, these figures are not just figures; these figures are big opportunities, and these opportunities are attracting everyone. For example, if any of you have studied, Reliance has bought hundreds of brands or maybe more than 100 brands in last year or 2 years to India, the foreign brands, and they all are opening stores. Apart from our own brands, our per capita income, which was about 72,000 in 2014, is has gone to almost 98,000, 35% rise in 2020 by 2023. And in 2023 also the expected like the data says that the consumer spending will increase annually by 7.1%. So overall figures, if you see, a huge surge in demand of retail branded products, and that is where the naman is. Next slide please. uh, this slide talks about why the customer sticks to naman once he starts. It very nutshell it speaks about that. So one is that our clients are big corporates, our clients are big brands. The big brands has one basic necessity, it is a very basic necessity, that there is uniformity across. Anywhere you go, whether you go to Ahmedabad or Hyderabad, whether you go to Delhi or Bangalore, whether you go to Mumbai or Calcutta, the look and the feel of the store will be same. So one is that the big corporates, the big brands always requires uniformity. They are very organized player. Our buyers are very organized. They are from IIMs, they are from good management institutes, they are from IITs, etc. It's a very literate market. We are very process oriented. The business is very process oriented. So when we satisfy all these requirement, where one side we offer the uniformity in the look, the feel, the aesthetics across. Other side, when we satisfy the organized players, organized customers, definitely we generate a huge goodwill as a Naman. So one side where the rollouts are there, with the goodwill, more brands comes to you, more business comes to you, and that's how you grow. Another thing is that unlike home furniture, the retail is a market where average life of a furniture is 3 to 5 years. Between 3 to 5 years, you will see in your area, in your around your house, around your offices, where the store furniture will get changed. People want new. In retail, people want new. So there's a repeat purchase. We have a lot of repeat purchase. If we are doing say about approximately 10 stores, seven might be the or six might be the renovation, three or four may be the new one. So every 4 years, approximately changing the look of the store also adds a big opportunity to our business model, and that's why the customers stay with us because of service, goodwill. The next slide is speaking the entry barriers. If someone new who wants to come to this field, the first point is saying about the one what I talked to you, that entry time is the gestation time is approximately 6 to 8 months. Today also, if you want to crack a brand, it is about 6 to 8 months. So it's a very long period. It's a long period where without business you are servicing the brand, and a lot of efforts are being there from both the side of the table. The customer also puts in equal amount of effort. So that is not possible again and again. It gives long term relationship with our corporates, customers. Every player cannot do it. The quality what you need to produce every day on consistent basis for every location is very important, and we have to take approval from the brand for the same consistent approval. It is not that we have made the prototype or the pilot good or couple of store. It is a consistent approvals are always there, which is not that easy. The logistic is very difficult in India. They are making very products which are very cosmetic oriented. Very lights are there, glass are there, acrylic is there, paint, liquid paint is there, powder paint is there. Here the packing logistic is too important. The installation is very important. We need to put our products very properly in a proper manner and give the handover to our customer. Not that easy for an average player. And just like any other business, in the end, we have to meet the timeline. What we are making is store. Store means गल्ला. हम सबको पता है गल्ला टाइम से चालू होना चाहिए. अगर गल्ला नहीं चालू हुआ तो बवाल. So basically, timeline again. So when you consider all this point, right from the technology to knowledge to consistent quality to logistic team to installation, handover, and then all within a particular cost as well as within a particular time span, is not that easy for customers to leave you or any new player to come. Is a very niche market. Next slide, please. Yeah. Uh, this is one slide where I believe the Jai did spoke a little. Uh, now, apart from retail, we will talk about the industrial products. So, industrial product, as I just Jai mentioned, that we have electrical control panels, we have petrol pump, petroleum kiosks, HVAC. Now, one of the point what we have highlighted here is the data centers. The kind of data we are generating, all of us. India generates about, I believe, 14% of data, where somewhere I read here only that of the world data. The data is generated by Google search, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, emails, whatnot, TikTok, or I'm sorry, TikTok is banned here, some other videos, etc., etc. Now, all this data needs to be stored and to be analyzed. For that, we require data centers. There's a huge requirement of data centers world over, and India is like beyond imagination. Next 5 years, 7 years are been booked. Everybody knows how many data centers they will be requiring. They will place the orders. Even the companies like Microsoft, if I'm not making mistakes, they know their plans for how many data centers they will be requiring for next 5 years, etc. Every data center requires electrical panels, control panels, power panels. Every center requires server racks, battery racks. Every data center requires clean room, HVAC components, all these things. So the demand is going to go up and up only. Demand is going to go. So basically, this slide is saying the kind of prospects in the industrial segment. When it comes to energy sector, which is our petroleum kiosk, petrol, diesel, electric vehicle, hydrogen, let it be anything. Our demand for energy will always be there. When we go to the petrol pump, what we do is we are buying energy. So in some or the other form, we will buy energy, whether it's solar or anything. Our demand for energy is never going to go down, and we always will be buying energy. And energy, when we buy energy, there is always a process for it. What I'm saying is, Naman is a part of that process when you buy the energy, and that is one industry which is never going to go down. And we see huge potential, we see huge prospect in that, and that's the reason you saw the expansion in capacity for industrial products. Next slide, please. Yeah, here there are some data says that almost US $2 trillion by 2032 our retail market. It says that it is there in front of you. 2022 we saw a huge surge in retail leasing space by almost 21% growth in 22 in terms of retail leasing. So you can imagine what kind of retail square feet we have opened up in 2022, And not only we got to maintain this retail space, but at the same time we have to go over and above it. So huge demand in retail market, in two-tier cities, in three-tier cities, in four-tier cities. Basically, what is happening in is brand culture is gone in our houses everywhere. Today, all of our kids, they want to buy branded shirts, they want to buy branded shoes, they want to buy anything branded. Now, branded culture from metros to mega cities to now it is average cities, it is gone to two-tier and three-tier cities also. And you see the lot of brand outlets are opening up in all these cities. And the kind of population and the kind of number of two-tier and three-tier towns we have, the retail square feet area is been increasing, and that has been supported here also by showing that 21% growth. Second thing is that in Delhi and Bangalore, of course, they have given the data where 61% increase, 9%, whereas in Chennai, Hyderabad, etc. One small information, in FDI, when it is single branded store, 100% of the when it is single branded store, 100% of FDI is allowed, whereas is multi branded, 51% of the FDI has been allowed. Next slide, please. Forum yours.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Thank you, Raju Bhai and Jai Bhai, for running through the wonderful journey of Naman. And it is a platform for me to begin with because the figures and the numbers that you can see is a reflection of what they have spoken. As you can see that the revenue has grown from 13.37 CR in the year post-COVID to almost 150 CR in the year ended 23. We have done a good number in the half year ended September, that is 79 CR. So whatever projections or whatever efficiencies that we could uh, bring in is reflected in our financials. Our aim is to drive efficiency as we grow, which can be seen from our EBITDA, which has grown year on year, and hopefully we will keep doing this growth journey, and which even our PBT has grown year on year, and which can be seen in the earning per share, which is shown in the last few lines, which the shareholder is gaining. Next slide. Even the balance sheet will show the growth of the company. As Jaibai had run us through the infrastructure development that we have done for the business to grow, that is reflected in the uh, long-term borrowings that has gone up. If you can see, all this borrowing was basically to grow the infrastructure. Basically, we have a facility which will serve all the clients and the potential clients. For that, we need to be ready. We cannot develop the infrastructure on the spur. So all the background has been done, and hopefully now we'll get the fruits of it in the coming years. Uh, Even the reserves and surplus shows the growth story that we have and whatever we could do in the a few years post COVID, which is hardly 2 to 3 years. And hopefully the infrastructure development will help us to continue this journey in the coming years. Next slide. Even the assets, if you can see that our working capital has also improved over the years, and we are driving and we are trying to better the working capital facility for us, and better the infrastructure. Everything needs to be efficient for us to grow and to get the projections correct. So even that is reflected in our financials, wherein the inventories and the receivables are growing steadily over the years, which shows that even we are able to manage our working capital efficiently. Even the cash flow is showing the talk that has been done in by Raju Bhai and Jai Bhai, where you can see that cash from investing and from financing will show you the journey, which will, if you can see that cash from investing has gone up because from financial year 21 till at almost 23, we have been investing in the infrastructure. We have gotten many good machines, automated machines, We have our own powder coating plants, so that can be seen from the investing activities. The operational efficiencies, as you can see from the operating activities, while it was negative in the initial years, we have done a positive operating cash flow in the current half year ended. So this shows that we are now working towards efficiency, and we'll continue to do that. And hopefully the journey will be steady. Some of the key matrices are being shown on the slide. One of them being return on net worth, which you can see has gone up year on year. Even the net asset value per share has gone up considerably, which is another positive sign, which is reflected on the slide. PAT margins have also consistently gone up. And as I said, the efficient management of working capital, you can see the steadiness in that. And we'll try to improve on this even going forward. That's about it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Raju, Mr. Jay, and Ms. Forum for the presentation. Now we would like to have a small Q&A session. So first question which we have is, what's the biggest moat the company has?
I'm sorry, can you just can you just tell me again?
First question is, according to you, what's the biggest moat the company has?
I'm sorry, can Forum or Jai, you can understand this? Mode.
Moat, and then what's the biggest advantage the company has?
Yeah, the company has many advantages. Company has excellent location near Mumbai. Company has excellent team, talent. Company has excellent technology, processes. Company has excellent softwares to produce very difficult products. But the most important thing is that the company has excellent list of customers. The biggest strength of the company is the excellent list of customers. The kind of brand support we enjoy from a very good reputed companies is one of the most important thing. Our young, energetic team, our talent is another our strength. That is a big highlight of this company. And in this forum, I would like to appreciate our supplier base, who has been very instrumental in this journey, and they are also very strong mode, I would say, of this company. So our customers and our knowledge are the predominantly two things I would like to highlight.
Okay. Next question is, from where do we get our raw materials, and do we pass on the cost when raw material prices are up?
First of all, the first part of the question, we get raw material either from the manufacturer or their authorized dealer. So that is two. We are hardly any import except we are in import of some electrical items and all that thing. Very little, but majority of our purchase is either from a manufacturer or their local authorized dealers. Coming to number two, we have two different segments. Yes, in industrial segment, what you are talking is very right. In industrial segment, with the price fluctuation every month, with the price fluctuation of the metal, the rates vary. If there is goes up, it goes up. It goes down, it goes down every month. Whereas in retail sector, our gross margins are comparatively much higher than industrial sector. And if you see the gross margins are very high, so 2, 3, 4% of the if the fluctuation is there, then definitely we are not we cannot change the price. But if it goes beyond that, yes, we will approach the brand and the quotations are changed accordingly. But it is both the ways.
Okay. Next is, who all are your peers domestically as well as internationally?
competitors.
Yeah.
So we have many respectable competitors, and we have Sharp Design in Delhi. We have Disha Retail in Bangalore. Internationally, we have RTC in UK. We have IDX in Chicago, which is US. There are quite a few.
Okay. Next is what would you do with your IPO funds?
Yeah. Basically, what we are doing with the IPO fund is going to be utilized totally in expansion and probably with to put up another facility.
Okay. Next question is why are we coming up with an IPO and not taking the debt?
This was asked to me by somebody earlier also. Very nice question. It is just getting matured, I say. You got to mature with the time and you got to mature with your business journey. There is no particular, documented line written somewhere that at this turnover or at this requirement you should go for a debt or this turnover you go for IPO. It is just getting matured and taking support of more and more friends, the investors, and growing together. Our growth from here on, we see it is quite phenomenal, and we will require support from the people beyond this four walls, and that's the reason we are going for the IPO. And it is just beginning of a journey, I would say, uh, which is going to be a much deeper, much longer, much larger. That will restrict us.
Thank you. Next is since designing is a big factor for your company, who all do we have in designing and how you cater to the design innovation?
Good question. Yes, designing is very important, and our vertical designing is two. One is innovating design, another is manufacturing design. So we have one very talented team who is with us for again from the inception. They have been grown with us, who look after the designing part. Additionally, if you see the board of Naman, we have very important people, important persons in board of Naman. We have Mr. Sudhir. Sudhir ji is an architect. He's a very leading architect and retail. Uh, his profile will explain you the what kind of designer he is. Uh, we have Mrs. Asangi Solanki. She herself is an interior designer. She's wife of in fact, Professor Solanki, who is heading furniture department at NID Ahmedabad. So we have, apart from our in-house knowledge, we have a board which is very strong in designing, who has spent their life in designing, and they are guiding us very strong way to our team uh, in terms of designing of a retail store and retail environment by Mr. Sudhir ji, Mrs. Ashangi.
Okay. Next question is how many clients do you have in the retail segment?
We might be having 20 plus clients, but it is the 80-20 ratio normally, or 70-30 ratio normally, where 70% of your business is done by 30% of your client. And that is fact universally across. So you can say active client will be about 10.
And how are we looking at growth in industrial segment?
I believe that has been addressed in the presentation, that growth potential in both the segment is very high. And in industrial, I went to the detail about the data center, about the energy transfer, about energy consumption.
Next is apart from the cost, are we able to maintain quality that international brand demands?
Quality, uh, cost, and timeline. This is by default. There cannot be argument on this. If you can deliver these three, this is the basic requirement to be successful in any business. Not only this business, quality, cost, and timeline is by default. It is beyond that how much you can give it to your customer that will decide how much business you will get. One of our major strength is not only the cost, what we are offering, quality, what we are offering is communication. We have a team which is excellent in communication. So yes, we give quality, we give the cost both, and yes, to the international player as per their requirement, and we are exporting also.
Uh, how do we contracts, how do you contract with your customers? Sorry, how do contracts with your customers go? Is it a one-time contract or is it a renewal every year?
Uh, See, first of all, we have to enter the NDA, non-disclosure agreement, which is permanent, number one. And then contracts are as per the projects. Contracts are as per the projects. If the project is for 100 stores, the contract will be stay for 100 stores. And then maybe there's a new brand or something different, or the numbers are changing. It goes for the project size. It doesn't go by year or something like that.
Okay, and next is what are the key challenges to your business?
Innovation, really new challenges. Uh, we are lucky to be in a brand. We are lucky to be in a business which is very exciting. Exciting in the sense every day they want new design, new colors, as I mentioned, new launches, new effect. Everybody wants to attract the customer. Everybody wants to make a store which is unique. Everybody wants to keep elements in their store which is liked by the customers, and the customer will spend more time over there very comfortably and land up spending more. So, and we are used to it. That is a different thing. But challenging thing is, yes, we got to be agile every day. We need to be working every day. It is not that one product we have made one day and it is going to go on for 10 years like that. So that is something which is challenging.
And I guess we would be taking one last question. That's who all are your top 5 or top 10 customers, and what percentage do they make of total revenue?
Forum, do you have that figure? See, Reliance is number one, but I don't have the percentage like that right now with me.
We don't have the percentage like that, but around 5 to 6 client, as he rightly mentioned earlier, forms almost 70 to 80% of the revenue. Reliance, Asian Paints, Hindustan Unilever, Stools, Stockham. These are some of the Siemens. These are the top 4 to 5 clients that I would say.
Okay,
If you want it in proper way, then Palak, we can send it to you and then you can forward it.
no issues, no issues. Okay, so this concludes the whole conversation for this IPO meet with the investors. Thank you so much, Mr. Raju, Mr. Jay, Ms. Forum, and Ms. Maitri for having the conversation with the investors. Thank you, investors, for joining with us. Uh, Hope we have good value creation for all of us.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, friends. Thanks for
Thank
your
you.
time.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thanks,
Thank you so
Maitri.
much.
Thanks, Palak.
Thank you, Balak. Thank you, Maitri. Bye bye.
Thank you.